little pauses to me, man, that shit sounds so incredible to me. I want to get back to the song. This shit is nasty.
I'm gonna start this back from
Nasty.
the beginning. Charismatic frontman can do a lot.
Yeah, boy.
Can do a lot for a band. They can make a band and kill a band.
Nasty though.
That
is
no
nasty.
wrong to me.
That is nasty.
The riffs and my man Peter Steele's voice.
Really, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me, guys. So, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. And it's never mind. Keep it going, George. just keep it going. Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. You know, nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. You know, I'm just saying, just throwing that out there, man.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, man, we're shaking, guys. How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course, and shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def to Radio, which is our Instagram and also our website. But our Instagram is Def to Radio, DEAF. Number 2, radio. Website is deftoradio.com. Make sure y'all follow us there.
And as always, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure the notification bell set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. Up-and-coming artists, make sure you click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your song in the front of one of our up-and-coming videos to get you some exposure. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check that out. All right, man. So we're getting back to Linkin Park, man. What have we done?
We have done Numb. We've done From the Inside. We've done What I've Done. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I should have started with that.
Yeah, What I've Done.
I mean, missed
That's
opportunity.
what we did.
And Linkin Park's an interesting story on the channel, man, because when we were first starting to do metal reactions and rock reactions, I mean, they were one of those bands. We were reaching in the well of bands that we've heard music from.
Yep.
We did Metallica, Sandman. We did Linkin Park. I think we did Stain. It's been a while. I mean, these are songs from that we were using as sort of an entry point into doing rock and metal reactions. So interesting story for those of you who didn't know that. We were like, we don't know what to do, so let's do some shit we've heard.
Yeah.
Linkin Park, Metallica, Enter the Sandman. Stain.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
true.
It's been a while. So
That's true.
I think I said Enter the Sandman. I feel like I just feel the need to put the there.
There.
Enter Sandman by
Yeah,
Metallica, by the way.
So we're excited to get back to Linkin Park, man. They got a new song out called Fighting Myself. So we're going to get into that. But before we do, man, y'all got to check out Pressable, man. If y'all are up-and-coming band or influencer, especially if you're an artist, it's just an easy way, inexpensive way to get your likeness out there if you're an artist or an influencer.
So yeah, what piqued our interest, guys, real quick on doing this song is that it is apparently this is an unreleased track. We see Lost as well, which is we're gonna put Lost on the site for y'all, so y'all can go check out Lost on Def to Radio. By the time this video comes out, we would have already reacted to it. It'll be available on our site, so check out Lost on deftoradio.com. But it looks like these songs are from the Meteora era, so it looks like I guess these songs didn't make the cut. They're unreleased. So we're getting prime Linkin Park. Now, it may not be their best in their prime, but we are getting prime era Linkin Park. So that's really what piqued our interest. I was like, oh, okay. So this isn't one of those situations where they're using old vocals and shit that Chester was kind of fucking around with in the background and then put it on some new shit. This is literally what they recorded. So it's very, very intriguing for us. So let's see what it's about, man. Linkin Park, Fighting Myself.
Sometimes these thoughts in my head speak so loud. Every little thing that I think about just builds on top of the pain and doubt. Even though I wanna just let it out, I try to act like I don't mind it. Try to keep my mouth so quiet, but sitting there in my silence just seems to amplify it. When I thought that keeping this inside would make it better.
You gotta bounce to this though. You gotta.
Yeah. Go ahead, get it out.
You can get your shoulders in this joint though. I don't know. Rarely can I get my shoulders into a metal song and just bounce to it.
I love that drum work or whatever that is, and that sample that in the background. So far we're digging it, but I feel like our metal elitists is gonna hate this shit. I feel like y'all gonna be like, oh my God, this rappy type of poppy type of hip hop influence. I hate that. I feel like you guys are like, this is like nails on a chalkboard to you. But I feel like Linkin Park does such a great job with blending a lot of different elements of pop, hip hop, metal, rock, And I feel like it works for them a lot, even though I hear kind of like the poppy element. And it's like, I typically don't like that, but they swag it out in a way that I'm like, you know what? It works. It works for them, man.
Yeah. Mike Shinoda, he definitely ducked a lot of smoke, man, because, there wasn't a lot of guys at that time rapping and doing the metal thing. The metal rap thing wasn't really like that. I'm not saying that Rage Against the Machine and other bands didn't do it before, but it wasn't like that. Like, I really feel like they elevated it a little bit in terms of fusing that sound. It didn't feel completely just metal with like a tinge of rap. Like, it felt like a real fusion, so he ducked smoke back then. And I'm gonna let him slide now, man. Rest in peace to Chester Bennington. Let's keep it going.
There in my silence just seems to amplify it. When I thought that keeping this inside would make it better, I never thought that I would end up ruining it forever. But every time I think I got everything put back together, I end up making more regrets. Falling from grace, I watch it all come apart, knowing I could have changed it all from the start. Fighting myself, I always lose. Fighting myself, I always lose. I didn't want you to think I'm worn out so easily.
You know what?
Wish
I don't know,
I'd
man.
They know how to drop you back in. They know how to make you bounce, and they drop you back in smoothly. Yeah.
At first, I'm like, it's kind of cheesy, kind of poppy, but I'm like, I don't know. When they dropped that shit back in there, when he came back, that's his DNA, and I love that alternative, cheesy, poppy sound from him. I think that shit sounds good from him, and I don't even really like that sound, but he really kills it. And then they brought me back into that. I'm telling you, man, those little nuances really give it a fly vibe to me. Like, hold on now. Yeah.
It's got groove, though.
All the poppiness aside and that 40, and then I'm like, that shit sounds
But it's almost borderline disturbing when Chester does it. But it gives it edge, though. Like, the way he screams is like borderline, like, is he good? You know what I'm saying? But I like it, though, because it's a metal rock song. So it works for him. Everybody else just sounds like soft and corny, though. But with Chester, is an edge to it that I just think it's just, I haven't seen anybody really replicate it like him.
Fighting myself, I always lose. I didn't want you to think I'm worn out so easily. I wish I'd held it in so you never knew it built up inside of me. Now I don't know how it overflowed, spilled out unwillingly. But now everything that I learned to hate came out for you to see. I don't want you to promise you can change everything and make it better. Cause you can bet I'm gonna end up ruining it forever. And every time you think you got everything put back together, I end up making more regrets. Falling from grace, I watch it all come apart, knowing I could have changed it all from the start. Fighting myself, I always lose. Fighting myself, I always lose. Falling from grace, I watch it all come apart, knowing I could have changed it all from the start. Fighting myself, I always lose. Fighting myself, I always lose.
That sample is nasty.
It's interesting that they didn't release this stuff. It's already on top of the world. No, they definitely did not need it.
I can't run with this weight on my back. I can't see cause I'm focused on the past. I can't breathe, I need to break free from the anger that is constantly inside me. I can't run with this weight on my back. I can't see cause I'm focused on the past. I can't breathe, I need to break free from the anger that is constantly inside of me. From grace, I watch it all come apart, knowing I could have changed it all from the start. I can't breathe, I need to break free from the anger that is constantly inside of me. From grace, I watch it all come apart, knowing I could have changed it all from the start. I can't breathe, I need to break free from the anger that is constantly inside of me.
Yep. They could have kept it one more. It could have brought one more of those back. They really could have.
They could have.
Yeah, that would have been fire. They would have brought that right back at the end, man. But I really feel like, George, we'd be giving people ideas and shit. Because I really don't think, and this is just my assumption, guys, I could be way wrong. I really feel like when some of these bands, even on the rap side of things, man, I feel like sometimes people don't even know what they got is hot. I don't even think they know how hot it is. Like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I should have brought that back. One more right there. I feel like we'd be dropping jewels on that, man. Like,
They're gonna act like they ain't hear it and then 3 years later drop some shit like that.
Yeah.
That is preposterous. That goes against all the laws of music. Write that down.
Exactly.
You know what this reminded me of real quick? The I don't know if it's the snare in there at the beginning that we keep you know making light of the ka. It reminds me of Faith No More, The Real Thing, but I could be wrong. I don't think we've released this video to YouTube yet, so make sure you check this out on Patreon. But I believe the beginning of this song reminded me of the beginning of The Real Thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
A little faster though.
Yep. I forgot about that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
How it's quiet and you can hear sort of the tapping, the snare. I'm not sure if that's a snare in there in the back. Like it sounds like that. I'm gonna play the Linkin Park one more time.
It's similar though. It's similar in the pattern.
Right, and the inspiration and
yeah.
the technique and everything. It feels like it's the same family, basically, right?
Yeah, I love that sample, man. They bodied that. Shit is nasty.
It sounds like Evanescence a little bit at the beginning of Bring Me Back to Life. That's close.
Yeah, it is close.
It's probably from Faith No More. Shout out to Faith No More. They probably had some inspiration from Faith No More's The Real Thing, because that came out, I want to say 90 something, that album from Faith No More. So shout out to Faith No More for how that quiet, I think snare play or whatever on that song, The Real Thing. Yeah, so dope. I love that though. Love the way that sounds.
But hold on, man. Let that thing drop a little bit, man. Let's get into the first verse a little bit. Just let that thing drop in again.
It's been a while since we ran something back. We might run the whole song back.
Now, sometimes these thoughts in my head speak so loud. Every little thing that I think about just builds on top of the pain and doubt. Even though I wanna just let it out, I try to act like I don't mind it. Try to keep my mouth so quiet, but sitting there in my silence just seems to amplify it. When I thought that keeping this inside would make it better,
Fuck out of this,
They
They layered the hell out of this, man.
They killed it though. Why do you think that they unreleased this? Why was this an unreleased track?
Because they were already killing everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you already drinking the shit and you already shitting on everybody, do you want to like stick the nail in deeper? Now we'll keep this one on. We keep this one on ice. Just to, you know what I'm
could
saying?
afford to keep hot shit just in the cut.
I am so glad we did this because this is playlist for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna bang this one
This
too.
shit is hot to me.
I'm gonna bang this one. There's a side of me that does feel a little old. You know what I'm saying? When I hear it now, just the way that Mike was rapping. I don't know if that's why they unreleased it. The way that Mike was rapping on this was. I'm gonna give it another run.
Yeah.
I think overall the song it's got a nice groove, it's got a nice bounce to it, and it's catchy, man. I'm gonna bang it again. We'll see if it stays on the playlist.
Yeah.
And guys, man, make sure y'all check out Lost. We haven't done it yet, but by the time this video is released, that Lost reaction will be on defteradio.com. We'll call it a burgeoning music community site. We want this to be the site where you get that real talk from. You know what I'm saying? So we're building the community up. You know what I mean? We're really excited about just because we were inspired by this great sense of community on our Patreon.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of our patrons have helped us test the site and get it going. And it's been a wealth of information for us as far as us learning music. Some of you guys have said, damn, you guys have learned a lot. Yeah, it's from people who have been on our Patreon that have kind of taught us a lot about rock and metal and all this stuff that we weren't as familiar with. So make sure you guys sign up on our site, defteradio.com, and become a member. Yeah, rest in peace to Chester Bennington. Big shout out to Linkin Park, man. I know they have the anniversary of the Meteora. I think this is why they're releasing these unreleased tracks, man. Yeah, that was surprisingly solid, though.
Yeah,
man.
it was.
I'm really surprised by that. I agree, Ryan. I didn't think that was going to hit, but yeah, man, it didn't feel dated like that. It's actually better than a lot of the modern metal shit that we've heard, to keep it real with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, that's it, man. That's the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, make sure you check out our Patreon channel. If you're interested, you'll get exclusive access to our content. That same content will also be available on our website, defteradio.com. Make sure you sign up and become a member there. And that's it. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost in Vegas.
We out.